disaster.
You're taking a very big risk. I think you made a mistake. I put him 6th.
Oh, what? Dad, come on. I think we all know who comes first. Do we though?
I might surprise you.
Oh! Hey guys, Thogden here. Welcome back to a new video. Now today, we're going to be ranking Premier League managers. It's as simple as that.
Simple? This is one of the hardest videos we've ever made. I was up till 2 o'clock last night doing my studying, doing my research. I tell you what, this is a really hard video to make.
I don't know how he does it. I've done my research as well, but not as statistical as this guy. Don't give us too much hate if we don't rate your manager. There's going to be a reasoning for it. We're going to do it in alphabetical order like we did with our home and away kits, because that way we can talk about each club at the same time. Should we get straight into it?
We shall. I mean, talking of hate, I mean, how much hate did I get from Man United fans?
What's the like target today?
Oh, 4,000.
Are you kidding me? Arsenal. So the manager, Unai Emery. What are your thoughts of Unai Emery? Where have you ranked him?
I've looked at 5 things for managers, yeah?
Yeah.
How much silverware have they won?
Yeah.
How loyal are they? How have they developed players? Something about their personality, which I think is important. And another one is, what resources have they got? When it comes to Unai Emery, he's won a French championship.
Yep.
He's won 3 French Cups. He won the Europa League 3 times with Sevilla.
Yeah, but what's he won with Arsenal?
Right, but that's the thing. He's only been there a year.
He's only been there a year, but he's got to a final, bottled it pretty badly.
Yeah.
He didn't even get Champions League football, and he bottled that as well against Brighton. I'm sorry, but when it comes to big games, he seems to have some sort of problem with them. What he's done at Arsenal is most important, and he's won 0 trophies.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm going to be ranking him 11th.
I've ranked him 8th. And what let them down last season was the away form. So I'm ranking Unai Emery 8th.
The second alphabetical order team with Aston Villa, their manager being Dean Smith. Considering he's not managing the Premier League yet, I do think it's hard to rank this Premier League manager. What he did with Aston Villa is he came in, he won a load of games, and he turned it round for them.
Yeah.
And I respect that. I have ranked him 13th. Respectful.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a year in the Prem. He would probably be higher. I actually rate him as a gaffer. He's done an absolute job with the favourite team, the team he supports, Aston Villa.
I mean, he's won a promotion against the odds. He really has. You know, given what he's had, he's succeeded so far. And I've ranked him 11th.
I ranked him 13th.
Yes.
Then again, very similar. On to the third club in the alphabetical order, Bournemouth. Their manager being Eddie Howe. I absolutely love the guy. He's English, he's young, he's been really good with Bournemouth. He's brought them from like League 2, League 1 standard into the Premier League through him, right? There's some crazy statistic of what he's done with that club, and it's very impressive. He's been through thick and thin with that team, and now they're in the Premier League. They're settled. They're doing well. The Cherries are on really good form with some quality players, a lot of youth in their squad. Therefore, Eddie Howe, I have ranked him 4th place.
Yeah, no,
that's very
I've
high.
got huge respect for Eddie Howe. I mean, who'd have thought that Bournemouth would be an established Premiership team?
It's unreal. Stadium capacity, 11,000,
something like that, isn't it?
And yet they're chilling in the mid-table of the Premier League for and they have been for a few years. It is mental what he's done.
So I've ranked him 7th.
Okay.
But I think the future for Eddie Howe is massive. I'm having a smile because we sort of had a pint with Eddie Howe once. You remember?
Oh my God, we did! It's good you brought that up.
We were at the Brentford game in the chairman's box, Yeah. I'm having my pint.
You played Thursday night football with the Brentford owner, so we get invited in.
Well, he's top man.
Yeah.
Thogden's having a pie at half time. I'm having my pint. And we just realised that Eddie Howe's just sat like a foot away from us at the same little table.
And you know, now I realise why.
Yeah.
They signed the centre-back called Metham, I think it is. Yeah. And that game, he was watching him. But anyway, I went up to Eddie Howe and I just said, like, well done on what you've done, really impressive. And he was a very nice, genuine guy. He really showed, you know, some character and some nice... Now, I know people have questions over young managers and whether they can control the squad. That man does. Yeah. And I think it's brilliant. That's why I've got him 4th place. Team Brighton, their manager being Graham Potter.
It's very difficult to rate Graham Potter. Östersund, he won the Swedish Cup at Östersund. So he's not, you know, he's got some managerial experience, but obviously he's not really been tried at this level. So it's very hard actually, and I feel sorry.
I feel bad.
Sorry, Graham.
It's difficult for Graham, isn't it?
Yeah,
because how are we meant to comment if he hasn't had any Premier League games?
You know, in 3 months' time he might be sacked.
Yeah.
Or in 3 years' time he might be the next Eddie Howe.
Yeah, it could be, literally.
You know, so I'm putting him 18th because we just don't know yet.
I'm the exact same reasoning, I'm actually putting him 20th because I just cannot comment. let's move on to Sean Dyche at Burnley.
Yeah.
What he's done with Burnley is great. Championship level football, you know, not that great players. What he did is he created a high morale around the squad. He got his style of football, he brought it straight up to the Prem, and within 2 years in the Prem, they were playing Europa League football, and that is something that I must give to him. Sean Dyche, you've done well. For me, I put Sean Dyche 10th, mid-table. But I do appreciate what he's done. And what about you?
Got a lot of time for Sean Dyche. He's got one of the lowest wage bills. He's got the least money almost in the Premiership. I think it's ranked 18th. Burnley overperformed last season when you look at their wage bill.
Yeah.
So you've got to look at the resources a manager's got. Yeah. Sean Dyche, he's not managing Barcelona or Man City.
Yeah.
And if you know what, if he did, he'd probably give it a really good shot.
Well, his style of football at Barcelona, I'm not sure about that.
But take my point. So I've got huge time for Sean Dyche. I'm a little bit worried. I mean, you know, Burnley, good Lancashire club. I mean, we joke, you know, we have the banter about the rivalry with Bolton. Of course, we're just worried the wheels are coming off the bus a bit. I think this season could be very tough, but that's a separate video. And I'm putting Sean Dyche 5th.
5th?
5th.
Wow. Yeah. I did not expect you were going to put him that high up. Chelsea. Their new manager, unproven Mr. Frank Lampard. So, personally, Dad, he's 40 years old, right? He's unproven. He had 1 year at Derby and didn't get them promoted. And he's only been a manager for 1 year. Therefore, I think it's unfair that we comment about Frank Lampard at this stage, but he has to be somewhere. Therefore, I'm putting Frank Lampard 18th.
I'm wearing an England shirt today. I've got huge respect for Frank Lampard as a player. Very different between being a manager and being a player. It's very, very different.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm Frank. I'm having to put you 20th.
No!
Sorry.
Wow.
Now, I know he's a club legend, but is that enough? Chelsea fans, I really want to hear.
Doesn't that make it worse when he's a club legend?
Yes.
Because his career as a manager could be over in about 4 months' time.
Yes.
With the whole Chelsea fan base wanting their own club legend out of the club.
I know.
That would be the disaster, wouldn't
Chelsea, you're taking a very big risk. I think you made a mistake.
18th and 20th.
Sorry.
On to Crystal Palace. Roy Hodgson. He's the oldest manager in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He is a hero. I met him again at the Brentford game.
Met him at Brentford.
And he was such a nice guy. He actually took the time out to talk to me and have a photo with me. I'll put it on the screen now. I think he's an absolute legend. But for me, Roy Hodgson comes 8th.
They've got a high wage bill, so maybe they're spending the money wrong.
Maybe they are.
Again, Roy's only,
but that's Dougie Freeman's fault. That's Dougie Freeman's fault. He's the financial director.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame the gaffer on that.
No.
Where have you got
Roy
him?
Hodgson, 10th.
Marco Silva at Everton. He's not standout, but I wouldn't say he overperformed with Everton, because you look at their squad and you think that team could probably nick into the top 6. Yeah. I've got Marco Silva 9th.
Right, similar thinking with me. I mean, he's an experienced manager. Everton, Watford, Hull, Olympiacos, and 2 other Portuguese teams. Marco Silva is one to watch, but he's not done it yet at Everton. He's not done it yet.
Right.
13th.
I just think what he did at Watford was pretty good as well. Let's move on to Brendan Rodgers at Leicester City. He was good for Liverpool previously. He won a lot for Celtic back then. He had a really good record for Celtic. And now he's come to Leicester. He's only had like half a year.
Yeah.
He's done alright. He's kept Tielemans, even though he's had interest from Arsenal. And that just shows how the players, when they want to stay at the club, that shows they like the manager. It shows something's going well.
I think this season could be very interesting at Leicester.
Yeah.
It could be the season when they surprise people again, like they did a few years back. Brendan Rodgers, I think he's had 10 games at Leicester and he's got 17 points. He won 2 Scottish Championships, he won 2 Scottish Cups, he won 3 Scottish League Cups. Okay, you could joke about the level of Scottish football, but he knows
Still got to win it.
You still got to win it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you might say I'm deluded there. You see what I did there?
Oh, that's quite funny.
Deluded
Brendan.
Yeah. I've got him 12th, and only because he's not quite proved it with Leicester yet.
I think he's got a lot of Premier League history, Dad.
Yeah.
That's why I've got him 7th place. Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. We don't need to say that much, because we all know what he's done. He's won a Champions League.
Yeah.
He's came 2nd last season in the Premier. He got very close. He got like a crazy amount of points.
Yeah.
If it weren't for a standout City team who bought 50 mil players in every position, he would have won the Premier League as well. He's one of the best managers in the world.
Yeah.
Never mind the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that he's come up against another really good manager in the Prem as well. So it's difficult. But look, I've got Jurgen Klopp 2nd. We don't even need to say much, do we?
We don't. All I can say is, as a neutral, I'm a Bolton fan, so as a Premier League, it wasn't last season incredible.
It was amazing.
An absolute 2-horse race between 2 of the world's best teams.
Unreal.
Jurgen Klopp, what an absolute legend. And in so many ways, you know, he's managed Liverpool, Borussia Dortmund, and Mainz.
Yeah.
He's a very loyal guy. Who's the best manager in the Premiership of the last 25 years? I think it's obvious. Sir Alex Ferguson, right? Yeah, well, and part of the reason for that is that he stuck around, yeah? What he's done at Liverpool has surprised me. Thogden actually saw it coming.
Yeah. I
actually didn't predict Liverpool to be top 2. A couple of years ago, I think we just had a discussion in the pub.
Yeah.
And I sort of saw Liverpool as a 3rd, 4th team. Thogden said, no, they're going to challenge for the... He got it right, I got it wrong.
But look, who'd have thought that bloody Origi nicks it against Barcelona when they're 4-0 down off the home leg, and they bring it back to that mental story. So, but that shows something about Jurgen Klopp. They can bring the best of Wijnaldum and Origi and these sort of players in big moments at Barcelona when they need 4 goals. It's just crazy.
And Liverpool have bought well. You look
they have, and they've sold well.
Yeah,
they've sold well.
Sold well as well.
Coutinho for what? 135 million.
Good business. Yeah.
And then they spent that money on what? Salah, Fabinho, and Alisson. Are you talking business? That is unreal. That is 3 world-class players for 1 player. And look how Coutinho's done at Barcelona. I think Jurgen Klopp is licking his lips right now.
Yeah.
He is suing on Coutinho.
And wage bill. You know who's got the highest wage bill in
Manchester United?
Manchester United.
Yes,
we'll talk about them in a minute.
Talk about it in the future.
Liverpool have got the 4th largest wage bill, and they were 2nd.
I've got Jurgen Klopp 2nd.
I've got him 2nd.
We agree. We agree. I think we all know who comes first.
Wow.
Do we though?
I might surprise you.
Oh, I tell you what, alphabetic order makes this interesting because the next club is Manchester City and the next manager is Pep Guardiola. Right, I just think this guy is a god.
Yeah.
He is a pure god, and I think this Netflix series they made when they brought the cameras into the dressing room just showed me. I learned so much from him just watching that Netflix series. He's so good at keeping the morale high, being the boss, being the what's the word? He's a paternalistic manager.
Yes.
He's the father figure.
Yes.
Everyone looks up to him like it's their father. How he handled the David Silva situation when his wife was going through problems with having a kid, he was so respectful. He let David Silva have his time off.
Yes.
He got all the players to wear shirts, you know, giving respect to David Silva. I think he handled that situation so well. It was literally like his dad. And let's not forget, they won 2 Premier Leagues in the last 2 seasons. They're probably going to win it their 3rd year running. Pep Guardiola, you are first place for me.
Yeah.
Dad?
I want to show you my trophies.
Right.
I won a trophy for best defender a year ago.
Yeah.
Best goalkeeper 2 years running. Right. Those are my trophies.
Yeah.
Right. Pep Guardiola's trophies would not fit in this apartment. I'm going to read it out. And this is pure respect.
Yeah.
2 Champions Leagues.
Wow.
2 Premier Leagues, 1 FA Cup, 1 League Cup, 3 Spanish Championships, 3 German Championships. I'm stopping there because he's won so many cups in Spain.
It's mental.
I don't have time to read it out. He got 2.37 points per match for Man City.
Oh my, that is unreal.
You can criticise and say, well, he's paid 50 to 100 million for each player. It's not as simple as that.
Yeah.
You can pay big money and have a player fail.
Look at Fulham.
They
spent big and they got relegated.
So obviously he is the best manager in the Premier League.
Right, okay, so you said you were going to try and surprise me. I thought you might go for Pochettino, but we agree. First place, let's move on to Manchester United. The other side of the city, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the manager. Right, so unproven for a start. Had a poor time. I think he was at Cardiff. He did okay in the Norwegian league. Like, come on.
Molde,
all right, Norwegian league. Like, all right, you know.
He won. Okay, so he won. Let's give him his dues. He won the Norwegian Championship twice.
Yep.
And he was a Norwegian Cup winner once.
All right, and his history in the Premier League is relegating Cardiff City. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, he brought the fans and the players back together at the club for a few weeks when Pogba went on like a goal a game ratio.
Yeah.
But then it stopped, and it stopped because he doesn't have the managerial experience of most other managers in the Premier League. I think we're in a weird era where 2 of the top 6, being Frank Lampard and Ole, have actually brought in managers just to bring the passion back into the club, and I think that's a very big risk. I'm sorry, Ole. I wish you the best of luck, but personally, I'd put them 17th.
Interestingly, when his first spell at Man United, 2.3 points per match.
Yeah.
In his last 10 games, 0.8 points per match. So Man United was showing up to games expecting to lose. We've talked about Man City at length. Man United, as far as I know, have got a higher wage bill.
Yeah.
So they've got the highest wage bill.
Their wage structure, I wouldn't blame it on Ole. Alexis Sanchez, they'd put him on a stupid amount wage bill, and now all the other players, like the actual good ones, like De Gea, are like, you know what, you've given him that much, I want the same amount. But obviously that destroys Manchester United's wage budgets, and that's why they're the top of the league at their most wages. It's a mess right now. And Ole, a club legend, has to sort it all out, and I think it's unfair on him. I'm sorry, I've got him 17th. Where have you put him?
You've chosen the wrong guy. You're one of the biggest clubs in the world, Man City have got Pep, Liverpool have got Jurgen Klopp. You've gone for an inexperienced former legend. I've got Ollie 15th.
Let's go on to Newcastle United. They recently appointed Steve Bruce with little amount of time. He sold Rondon, Jose Perez, and they brought in Joe Linton for 40 million. So people saying that Mike Ashley's not got any money, they've signed a 40 mil plan. So they've got something. Steve Bruce he's managed 5 previous Premier League clubs. He's not got the most beautiful CV in the world. Sheffield Wednesday mid-table. Before that, got sacked from Villa, got a cabbage thrown at him because they hate the style of play. And guess what happened after that? Dean Smith came in, basically won all his games, and they got promoted. You are 19th for me.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Bruce has had more clubs than Tiger Woods, hasn't he? You know, up in Manchester, we lived in Bowden, and I think he lived in Hale. And you'd see him down, going to his shops, buying his meat. I'd be sat in the railway having a jar.
Well, you could question his loyalty for Sheffield Wednesday. He forced to move out, right, when the club said no. Sheffield Wednesday fans, I feel sorry for you. Norwich City, Daniel Farke, really good. He's brought Norwich up, they won the league, loads of German talent. The only reason you're not higher up in my league table is because he's got no Premier League history. So for me, he's 15th.
Now, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Norwich.
Really?
And maybe it's because I was brought up, my mum was cooking Delia Smith recipes all the time. He couldn't have done any more at Norwich. Because of what he's done in his limited career so far, I put him 6th.
Oh, what? Dad, come on. Dad, 6th place. Look, I respect your decision of why you've got that. He's not that proven. He's not got any Premier League history. 6th place? Are you kidding me?
I put him in 6th place.
Oh my God.
And I'll tell you, my spreadsheet doesn't lie. Daniel Farke, 6th place. Look, he's one to watch. And I actually surprised myself because I did this based on a formula. I'm not just making it up.
No.
I surprised myself when Farke came out 6th.
Chris Wilder, I've got a lot of respect for him. I remember when Bolton were playing with Sheffield United in Chris Wilder's first season in League One. And now to see him get promoted to the Premier League, I'm delighted for him. What he's done with Sheffield United and the resources he's got is amazing. Therefore, Chris Wilder, I've got him 14th. I would have him higher, but he's got no Premier League history, and it's going to be difficult for him this season because you compare his squad to some of the others, and it's going to be hard.
Instead of going like Bolton are on the way down right now, Sheffield are on the way up. So
complete opposites.
Respect to Chris Wilder for what you've achieved. Well, actually, one thing I didn't like, a couple of years ago, Bolton beat Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. And Chris Wilder's comments in a press conference afterwards, what I thought were a bit disrespectful. I remember him saying like, oh yeah, all we do is hoof it up to Medine, even though that goal we scored was actually a good goal. And I put him 14th as well.
14th. Alright, so we both put him 14th. Let's move on to Hazen Huttle, Southampton's manager. He's 51. He survived with Southampton. He survived with that team. Me, I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to say 16th.
He's not going to survive.
Oh really? You don't think so?
I have put him 19th.
19th, 16th, you sort of get the vibe. It is tough, isn't it? But this is easier. One to Tottenham Hotspur, Maurizio Pochettino. He's had 2 years, he's had 2 seasons with very small budgets, right? He's signed no players in the last transfer market. He's now received his money from bringing Tottenham to the Champions League final with signing no players, which is unreal. He got Champions League football with signing no players, which is also pretty special. And with that money, he's now invested it into Ndombele and possibly Paulo Dybala. I think that's incredible what he's done. The only thing, you know what, Dad? You picked up these 2 trophies. You picked up these 2 trophies and talked about your trophies. The reason Pochettino doesn't go into the top 2 for me is because this is the screen of his trophies. There's 0. Thogdad's got more trophies, right? He's not won anything yet with them. So for now, he's staying in 3rd place. I think we both got in 3rd place, correct?
Well, no, okay, let's see.
Alright.
Maurizio Pochettino, Spurs, Southampton, Espanyol. He is a very talented young manager. Now, Spurs' wage bill, I think, is the 6th largest in the Premiership.
That is amazing.
And yet they're overachieving with limited resources. I think a lot of Tottenham's resources have gone into the new White Hart Lane. Pochettino has never won anything, like Thogden said. And for that reason, I put him 4th.
No! So there is a 3rd place for someone else. Wow, Dad, I was not expecting that. I would always put Pochettino in that little top 3 bracket. But let's move on to Javi Garcia at Watford.
Javi Garcia.
I've got to respect him, what he's done with Watford. He brought Watford to an FA Cup final, which of course they play against City. It's not an easy game at Wembley. But to bring them to an FA Cup final,
11th place.
Respectful position.
Yeah.
He brings the best. Last year he brought the best out of Delafeu, Troy Deeney. Them two up top, amazing partnership. He's done well. He's hit all the expectations and an FA Cup final, which is always cheeky. Therefore, I put Javi Garcia in 12th place.
Interesting. Now, Garcia, he's had 10 managerial roles.
Wow.
He's only got kind of 1.36 points per match. He's not shot the lights out yet. 17th for me.
What? That is low, Dad.
Yeah, maybe I'm a bit harsh, but there you go.
What have you got against Watford, Dad? Is it Bassini? Is it Bassini? Are you offended by what he's done?
Let's not talk about Lawrence Bassini.
Alright, yeah, what a mug he is. Anyway, West Ham United, Manuel Pellegrini. Now, he is a man that previously was at Zenit.
This is a man with huge managerial pedigree.
He brings the best out of players. He plays positive attacking football. West Ham fans like him, and that's hard to do. It's hard for you to get on the good side of West Ham fans because their expectations ever since they've been in the Olympic Stadium have gone through the roof. So for me, Pellegrini, Dad, 6th place.
Right, okay, I'm gonna argue with that a little bit.
Okay.
West Ham United were 10th last season, yeah? The wage bill is probably ranked 8th in the Premiership, so they underachieved based upon the amount of money they're spending.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
They've got a good team.
Their expectations are higher.
But he's able to
fans,
attract. He's able to attract good players. And let's not forget, Dad. Have you seen the league table? If VAR had it happened last year,
Yeah.
West Ham higher up.
So, but I put him 9th.
All right.
And the last manager, Nuno Espirito Santo.
God, talk about save the best till last.
What a beard. Beard, go on.
Well, we're going to talk about his beard first or his managerial role. I think he's brilliant. I mean, obviously, I've watched him in the Championship and he absolutely destroyed the league. Beat Bolton 5-0, 6-1.
Yeah.
Destroyed teams.
Yeah.
Won the league by a crazy amount of points. What he's done with Wolverhampton Wanderers is amazing. Some people could say, yeah, but he had money chucked to him. You've still got to make the players perform, and he's done just that.
Yeah.
They're in Europa League. They actually won last night against the Crusaders from Northern Ireland.
And great to watch. They're a great club to watch. I think what lets Wolves down a little bit is they do great things against a big club, and then they'll lose to Huddersfield.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So if they could cut that out, why shouldn't Wolves challenge for the top 6? Nuno Espirito Santo, what a beard, what a guy. 3rd place.
Wow, 3rd place?
3rd place.
Wow, so you've saved that 3rd place for him.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. I've got him 5th place. Guys, I want to hear what you have to say in the comments. Name us your favourite 3 managers and worst 3 managers. I'll be replying, liking, comments. Go follow us on Instagram. We're going to be doing follow backs, Thogden, Thogdad. You guys know what to do. Thogdad, once again, thank you for coming on the channel.
It's always a pleasure.
This guy's got to run off to a business meeting. You know,
in 1 minute I'll have a suit on. Yeah, I'll be looking
literally
posh and smart. Yeah.
Literally, we woke up at 7:30 in the morning to record this before he runs off to his business meeting. That's the respect we got for you guys. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. What's the like target today?
Oh, 4,000.
Are you kidding me?
Aim high, Theo. Aim high in life. Yeah, that goes for all of you out there. Aim high. 4,000 likes. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come to 2 o'clock last night. I'm preparing a spreadsheet.
Fair
about
enough.
managers.
Fair enough. Do it for Thogdad.
Do it for
Thogdad.
Do it for me.
Thank you for watching this video, guys. We'll see you in another. I love the videos I do with Thogdad. I think we've got really good chemistry in these videos and you guys are loving it. Subscribe, stick around, and maybe Thogdad's channel will pop up in the next video.
Ooh. Watch this space.
Watch this space. See you all later. Bye.